it is now time, and it is long overdue.
It's been a while.
To welcome in the man, the myth, the legend, the great Brian Logan is back in Studio B. Brian, welcome back to the show.
What's happening, man? I don't know if I'm great. You make me blush, man. You know, I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Say that. The good Brian Logan. Say that.
Okay.
You always wear the tightest clothes, which
Yeah.
I would too if I was you.
If you had arms like that.
Can you show us the grapefruits?
Yep,
Look
right
at that.
Get a close up on that. Yeah! Somebody's got I gained 5
That's
pounds.
incredible.
I'm gonna gain 5 more. So.
Are you in better shape now than you were as a player?
So I mean, from a looks perspective, like yes, for sure.
Stronger.
Definitely not stronger. I don't live for strength. I live for looks.
Okay.
You know, so
Obviously.
so what you're supposed to do, you know, when you lift weights as a player is you want to put 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever the case is.
Functional strength.
Right.
Yeah.
After every single rep, right? With me, I'm like, nope, I'm getting 30 pounds of curls and I'm just doing those, 100 times. That's it. I just want the pump. Get the pump and you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do zero cardio.
Zero cardio.
Zero. Yeah. I mean, when you play under Bronco Mendenhall, you don't ever want to run, ever.
Because he'll make you run enough in practice.
Oh yeah, even when my son, my 2-year-old, when he runs away from me, and I get my 6-year-old, I'm like, Layton, go get him. I'm not running, man, for nothing.
You go get him. Yeah.
That's about the only cardio I get to, chasing my kids around. And it's always like, oh, come on, I have to run.
Yeah,
there he goes. Yeah, there he goes. Brian Logan is with us on BYU Sports Nation. Let's talk about the BYU defense. So much emphasis, and understandably, has been placed on the BYU offense, notably at the quarterback position, and what Jeff Grimes is going to do in year one as the offensive coordinator and the new coaches along with him. I feel like the defense is just kind of back there, right? Yeah. What should we expect from the BYU defense in 2018? What is the signature of that side of the ball?
Man, I look at the first year that this coaching staff was here, and I mean, we love the defense. You know, we gave them a lot of credit, a lot of praise, and there were some younger guys, like Troy that came in, and we were surprised of how well everybody did. You saw all the turnovers, right? All the takeaways, and we were like, what?
Second in the country.
Right. We were like, this is crazy. The emphasis, that we haven't seen in a while as far as takeovers. And then, last year with the offensive, struggles, our understanding is that they had to kind of taper it back a little bit, and the schemes were kind of molded around what the offense was doing. So with the hype of the offense, going back to the offense, right? With the hype of what we're hearing and the change that we hope to see in the offense, I think that's going to allow the defense to go back to what we saw, within that first year. So the expectations for me is a ball hawking, defense with the emphasis of turnovers.
Do you think that Dyne Gundy and Troy Warner playing safety, and there are other guys in that mix, of course, too, with Austin Lee and others, Tanner Jacobson and guys, Gavin Fowler. Do you think that they can get back to that? Because I feel like Kai Nakua was the main trigger of a lot of those turnovers in 2016. Yeah. Himself, like 6 picks, right?
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's Kai, dude. Like, Kai he's a special player. And you put him in the same, category as Kyle, where it's like, how can I teach, instincts to get, to be in the right place? And
can you?
No, you can't. You can't. That's one thing you can't teach. You can't teach that, or you can't teach height. Those are the two things, right? And it's a mentality. That's the best way that you can do it as far as the coaching staff. But I think they can. I think it really just comes down to having those 1 or 2 guys, like you said, maybe not up to the level of Kai, but somebody that you could chase, so to speak. It's kind of like on a sales team, right? You have your leader, and he's always putting numbers up on the board, and you're like, oh man, I want to get that guy. I want to catch up to him, and everybody's competitive. So if one guy can stand out, then they'll be fine. I don't really like the move of taking those guys and putting them to safety, but that's just me personally. It's been all over the place as far as talking to guys that are insiders. Somebody like Brandon Bradley, good friend, old teammate. As far as who are the corners that are coming in, right?
That's the question.
It is, and even here in interviews, and I mean, you hear the coaches dancing around, the question, and sounds like they're hoping to bring in, the newcomers, right, to kind of leverage them. But I don't know, man. I don't like that idea either, because I don't like the idea of rotating corners at all. That first quarter, to me as a corner, you get to understand the offense. You get to understand the receiver. You pick up things that you can't pick up on film. A guy that I do like, and I've liked for a while, is Chris Wilcox. He's always in the right place. Good as far as intangibles, things that you want in a corner, quick, fast. Needs to work on some ball skills, but I like him to come in and step up and be the guy.
Okay, so the safeties, Dyne Gundy and Troy Warner, moving back from the corner position. You said that you just don't like them playing at safety. Why is that?
They just, to me, they're just established at corner. We saw what they can do. You only get better from there. It's hard to have young guys start at corner. You take away Alabama and LSU, like that doesn't count, right? But for BYU especially, I know when I was here, kind of the model was, let's bring in junior college transfer guys and let's have that be the pipeline, because one, it's hard for BYU to get this the athlete that we need to play corner.
Yes, hardest
right?
position to recruit in my opinion.
It's the hardest position. And so, you know what? Let's go ahead and get JC guys that are going to most likely be black, not Mormon. But hey, 2 years isn't a bad thing for somebody who is black and not LDS, right? As far as, hey, being able to recruit them. So let's just have that pipeline. But you look at it, right? You had me, you had Corby Eason, then you had Preston Hadley, then you had Rob Daniels, right? And on and on and on. And then these guys kind of broke it, right? You had these guys who came in and were able to start and play as freshmen and do a good job. So, man, to me, that type of experience is hard to find.
And there are black LDS corners available. Brandon Bradley and Preston Hadley.
Right, yeah.
There's not as many typically, but yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, it's just, I'm not trying to be racist or not. It's just science and it's facts. Like most for that position, you need athletic players. And, you need fast players, and most likely they're going to be black guys.
You want the best athlete you can get, and
Right.
if it happens to be black, great, whatever, right? With the timing of naming a quarterback, Aaron Roderick said there's a plan in place to figure out who that guy is after 2 weeks in fall camp. What do you think of that timing?
I think the timing is good. As a player, I would have wanted to be earlier. I remember.
How much earlier?
I mean, if I can go into fall camp and know that this guy's my starter, or even a week, in. Well,
in this case, they don't know. So
yeah. So I would as soon as possible. So maybe
Okay.
maybe a week. And this is from a player's perspective, right? From a coach's perspective, I think that's fine. That's good. But I just remember the quarterback battle with Jake Heaps and Riley. It was like a fresh of breath air when Bronco and the staff, when they said, well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have two quarterbacks start. And even though it wasn't one guy, we were just like, oh, it's done. Oh, cool. We could all be friends now, And at the time,
you had to take sides, sort of.
yeah,
right?
no, we definitely took sides, man. I mean, I love Riley. Like, that's my dude. But I was going for Jake, and I'm like, Riley, I can't talk to you right now. Get away from me. You're in line. Like, like it's natural. It is what it is, right? And outside of football, off the field, like we're boys, but it's like I don't really want to sit by you at that table because this is my guy who I'm rooting for. And so when you have the coaches kind of break that, you're like, okay. And I think it does something to the team as well. It's like, okay, so Jake is the guy versus Riley. All right, let's go. Come on, Jake. Let's go. You rally around that guy, right? And then you also look to that guy for leadership. When the offense or the let's say the team is struggling for practice, we're like, all right, come on, Jake. Say something. You're the man. You're the guy. You're the leader. So it just does something to, I think your overall chemistry and understanding. Okay, that's our guy right there. Let's get behind him. Let's follow.
Do you think that having like 3 to 5 guys in the mix could sever the team, or will it be so wide it doesn't do that in this way that you're talking about, where it's like, okay, Camp Jake, Camp Riley?
Yeah, I think it'd be too wide, man.
Yeah, the Jaron Hall people coming over here at lunch,
yeah,
the Joe Critchlow people.
Yeah, it'd be too wide. So I don't think you'd get that separation.
There you go.
But I think again, it's healthy and it's natural. I don't think it's not a bad thing.
At this juncture, and this is a totally personal feeling, I believe that Aaron Roderick has an idea of who he wants to be his starter right now. I think that he has put out the 2-week timetable because He wants the team to see what he is feeling inside.
And to probably confirm that in fall camp, right?
Yeah, I think he knows who
Of course, man.
the starter is going to be.
So
Every coach knows in any program, in any position battle.
But I think he needs the team to see what he is seeing.
So are you inferring that it wouldn't be Tanner Mangum since he wasn't in spring with that?
Nope,
because
not at
because
all.
would
Not
you
at all.
start a guy that if you know that
Tanner-
Tanner's the guy, but you didn't see him in spring?
Aaron knows what
In the new
Tanner
offense?
is. Aaron knows what Tanner is. He's seen enough to know. Okay, so if it's Tanner or not, I
Haven't seen
feel
him go
strongly.
11 on 11.
I feel strongly.
That's the
He's
part.
seen game film. He knows what
They
Tanner
said they
Mangum
didn't
is.
watch last year.
Come on.
They watched.
Come
They watched.
on.
I'll call him a liar. Yeah,
Come
come
on,
on, man.
okay.
They watch
He
film.
knows what Tanner Mangum is.
They watch.
They've seen all the game
yeah.
film, not just last season, previous season.
But
He said he didn't.
I mean, you have an idea, right? And you kind of have that your guy, like, okay, this is secretly deep down, and this is the part that can help you or hurt you if you were recruited by the position coach, right? So, like, when I came in the DB
And
battle,
none of these guys were with this offensive
right,
staff,
which is good, right? So when I came in, we had the DB battle, right? That was the focus of camp. With Coach Hill, I was the only one that Coach Hill had recruited. So deep down, he was like, "Oh, I'm rooting for this guy." Like, when I'm in practice, hey, it's gonna be a 10-yard out. Boom, interception. Yay! Like,
Come on.
that's a
Come
true
on.
story, man. Or ask
Oh
Brandon
my gosh.
ask Brandon Bradley. It happens,
You got tipped off.
Oh yeah, all the time,
They
man.
tipped pitches,
That's
if
it,
you will.
man. Come on, man. It's like, oh, hey, Brian, sit this one out. I just want to give you a rest. Don't worry. Take a breather. You go back in a couple plays. Let me know when you're okay. Because then he looks
And this
good.
is the play.
He looks good, right? He's like, let's see, that's my guy right there. But
The story of how Brian Logan actually won the starting position in 09 against Oklahoma.
oh man, hey, it is what it is, man. I didn't make the rules.
You just made the opponents look like fools.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
I
I like
love
that.
it.
Yeah.
Brian, great stuff, man.
We have so much to ask you. We ran out of time. Another day.
Good to have
Another
you
day.
back. Let's do this again. Let's not wait so long.
All right, we can go another segment. I got nothing to do.
Be ready. I'm having a baby soon. Be ready.
Hey, I'm ready, man.
Yeah.